Chai, my people, e don red like e don happen. Tension everywhere in Edo State as the Edo Resident Electoral Commissioner REC is the cousin from Nyesom Wike, the minister of Abuja. That is red flag for Edo people. Not only that, in this particular video, according to this man here, he said that election tomorrow is going to be free and fair. He promised, just like INEC chairman during the election 2023. And you guys know what happened thereafter. That one is another red flag. Not only that, he said that during the election tomorrow in Edo State, there will be no phone. Phone is not allowed. That one is another red flag. Like, what are they afraid of, my people? Why are they afraid of phone? My Edo people, make una shine on our eyes, oh. Like, these people want to grab Edo State by fire, by force, by all means, my people. And he even said that Edo people need to trust him because he was involved, like he conducted the election in the River State. Anyway, I have zero confidence in this election tomorrow because APC have already vowed that they're going to grab all the states in Nigeria because of their selfish reason, because of election 2027. My people, make I allow you guys so that you can listen and hear everything this man said in this particular video.
Today, Mr. Anubum Onoha, who is the INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner for Edo State, a big task he has on his hands. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Sunrise Daily this morning.
Good morning, the good people of Edo State.
Indeed. Well, all eyes are going to be on your commission. I know that INEC always says, that elections are a multi-stakeholder affair and that they are just at the lead. But so far, so good. You have the responsibility of coordinating and making sure that we get ready for D-Day tomorrow.
Yes, as you are aware, the commission published timetable and schedule of activities for Edo election on the 26th day of September 2003. And so far, in that timetable, we had 13 activities to be executed. And so far, we have executed 12 out of the 13. In fact, yesterday was the campaign for the political parties ended yesterday midnight. We have only one activity left, and that is the election for tomorrow. The INEC is prepared for this election. As you are aware, yesterday we distributed sensitive materials, and before we did that, we invited all the stakeholders, especially the political parties, the 18 political parties participating in this election, and the security agent to inspect the sensitive materials before the deployment to the local government. And yesterday they were there, they inspected us and the sensitive materials, and we signed the sensitive material before them. And we asked whether they have any reservation, and they said no, that they were satisfied with the distribution of the sensitive material. As I speak to you now, the sensitive materials, they are all in the 18 local government of the state. By now, they are now moving them to the various rack centers and super rack centers, which have been actively activated. The rack centers have been activated, the super rack have been activated. In terms of logistics, we are prepared for that. We have hired buses to convey them. We have hired boats for riverine areas and life jackets. We have also made contingency plan for areas that cannot be accessed easily. We will use a motorcycle for those areas. So we are prepared. We are prepared so far.
So far, well, we do know that when INEC was making its budget, I'm not very certain how much it earmarked for fuel. and the transport workers. We understand, I mean, now we all know that there's been a slight increase in prices of petrol, and, you know, people are a little curious as to whether the transport unions will be willing to accept the same prices, or has there been a renegotiation? Do you have the assurances of the transport unions that they will be on time tomorrow to help deploy the materials to the different polling units and that there will be no trouble?
Yes, that is the philosophy behind the rack centers. The rack centers are closer to the polling unit, and the logistic providers, they have assured us that they will come on time. Where we discuss with them on the amount to be collected. The budget is an internal affair of the commission.
Mr. Onoha, I mean, it will not be a proper conversation with you if we do not address the elephant in the room. I just saw your statement that you released 2 days ago, you know, responding to the PDP asking that you be redeployed and accusing you of having the propensity to be partial owing to your relationship with the former governor of Rivers State, Mr. Nyesom Wike. Just so we can hear you say it on camera, because it was a statement I heard from you. Let's talk a bit about, you know, those fears about your impartiality in the conduct of these elections. How do you respond to these accusations and from the People's Democratic Party?
Well, it's a fact that I'm a cousin to the minister. I was invited before on my appointment. I was invited by the Senate. The Senate screened me, and I was confirmed. I was sworn in by my chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. I was posted to Edo last year. Nobody has complained that I'm a cousin to the minister. Of course, I'm a cousin to the minister. What we should be talking at this time is the capacity. Do you have the capacity? Do you have the capacity to conduct the election? Are you competent enough? Of course, from my background, I'm an associate professor of law. People should now ask, can he do this job? Has he done a similar thing before? Yes, I was an electoral officer in Rivers State, electoral commissioner in Rivers State, RISEC. Nobody has complained. I am coming from the university. I'm not a politician. The mere fact that I am cousin to Wike does not preclude me from being appointed. Am I not a Nigerian? Am I not a Nigerian? What Nigerians should be after is this person competent? Do you have what it takes to handle this job? Those are the issues they should ask. Do you have, is your conscience active? Those are the issues. Nigerians should have gone beyond this level. Should have gone beyond this. Am I from Cameroon? Am I not a Nigerian? So what I'm telling you, those people who are now saying that I'm cousin to, I have been here since last year. I don't want to go further. I don't want to go further. When you refuse to do their biddings, then they will accuse you of many things. This election is transparent. And my duty as a Nigerian, when I was interviewed at the Senate, I said, I will add values to the electoral system in Nigeria. I will add value, and that is why I'm here. I will not favor any political party. For record purposes, I will not favor any political party. So those who are saying it's only when they call you say I will not come, they accuse you. They should identify what I have done. Whether I'm favoring them or I'm not favoring them or I'm favoring one political party, all we have done so far has been on the public. Anything I do, I make sure that all the political parties are aware. We have been having stakeholders meeting. They've not raised this issue. Why are they raising the issue now? Why are they raising the issue now? I'm not the commission. They can post me anywhere, but I think that delay defeats equity.
Okay, let me quickly, intervene here, because there are quite a number of things. You have said that you will be fair. You have said that You know, you will not give favor to any side and you will do your job as you should. So let's come to the job itself. We understand that INEC will be deploying about 5,000 beavers tomorrow. Is the IREV still expected to work? We've seen in previous elections, in fact, for the 2023 elections, the biggest controversy was that the IREV platform did not work as Nigerians had expected that it was going to work. So can you take us through the process tomorrow? After people have voted, I mean, prayerfully, all goes well at the polls. What is the contingency that has been put in place to ensure that it is what is done at the polls that eventually reflects as a result of the elections?
We have already deployed beavers. The beavers went together with the result sheet, the voting, they all went together. Beavers is part of the sensitive material. We have they deployed to the various local government. This morning, we are deploying them to the rack centers. We shall use beavers. We shall use beavers as they accredit, as you vote, it will be uploaded to the IREG. We have situation room for that.
Will Nigerians be able to see what is happening on the IREV?
We have a situation room, yes. It's not a secret something. We don't do secret something here. We are accountable to the people.
Mr. Onoha, just so we can get some thoughts on you on the security situation, because that's another fear people have about this election. People have flagged particular parts of Edo State that, may turn out, not to be as peaceful as we would want those elections to be. So as the person in charge of all of these staff, that some of them are even going to go to these places on motorcycles, like you said earlier, what are your thoughts on these security fears in the run-up to the elections, and how have you gotten your staff ready to handle that?
Yes, we had security meetings with the security agents, and they assured us that they will be professional in their duty. And I believe them. I'm not a security person. What we are doing, we will do our own. The security will do their own. But they have promised us that they will be professional in their job. That is the much I can say. The security aspect should be left with the security people. But we had meeting with them. All of them, they were there, and they promised us that they will be professional in doing their job, that they will not favor any political party. They will not favor any political party. Of course, they can't do that because INEC cannot compromise this election.
So we should have faith. So the Edo people should believe that everything is being done so they can have, the atmosphere where they can exercise their franchise. Just a message to the people that you're going to be, monitoring and helping out to cast their votes tomorrow, creating that proper environment. What would you like the people of Edo State, rather, to have at the back of their minds as they are coming out tomorrow?
Yes, they should come out to vote. We have a mandate and vision that we will conduct election that is free, fair, credible, and all-inclusive. There will be transparency in the system. We have started it right from the distribution of non-sensitive and sensitive material to the local government. We invited all the political parties. I want to challenge any political party. Let them tell me what I have done wrong so far. Let them tell me. It is not enough to accuse you. Does it mean that the minister of FCT will not have relatives? Because they has related to you? That because you are related to the minister, you are no longer a Nigerian. I'm no longer a Rivers man. Nigeria should grow above this. And that is what is keeping us behind in this country. Nobody talk about competence. Nobody talk about whether the person can do the job. Nobody talk whether the person can have the pressure to withstand the allegation. I am ready. I will not favor any political party. At the end of the day, the people of Edo we have an election that is free from pity.
Take you up on the issue of vote buying, because one of the things that we have been, that people are highlighting is that these elections are being conducted in a time of hardship. And, you know, people are, you know, struggling economically speaking, and there are fears that people could be susceptible to vote buying. We've seen it in previous elections, and oftentimes these things are done in full glare of both INEC officials and security agents. Security agents who are there will say, oh, it's because INEC officials didn't direct us to do anything about it. So I'm wondering whether there has been any express instruction to ad hoc officials to ensure that if such a thing is happening in any polling unit or around them and they can see it, that instruction, has there been some sort of conversation with security agencies on what should happen in the event of vote buying?
Thank you. The problem we have in this country is that you people don't direct questions where it should be. There are institutions that are responsible for this, like the EFCC, the IPC. That is their duty to do. INEC cannot serve as EFCC, INEC cannot serve as ICPS, INEC cannot serve as a policeman, INEC cannot serve as a soldier, INEC cannot. Will you kill INEC? So
I'm struggling to understand your point, sir.
Yes, that is an institutional problem. It is an institutional problem, please.
So are you saying that tomorrow, if there is any attempt around vote buying at polling units, INEC officials do not have any, they've been asked to look away? Is that what they've been asked to do?
That one is a criminal offense. That act is a criminal offense. I don't want to go to that. It's a criminal, vote buying is a criminal offense. And if anybody is found doing that, the person should be arrested and prosecuted. If they are brought to our notice, if they are doing vote buying before us, but if they are doing vote buying outside us, we are not God as to know when they are doing it behind us. But in the polling unit, if anybody is caught, they will be prosecuted. And you know that this vote buying they are talking, they don't do it. They don't do it at the polling units. You know that.
Okay, well, I mean, I just had to ask that because, you know, there have been, we've seen quite a number of situations where that has happened within the polling unit, and security agents have said in times past that the reason why their men did not act was because they did not get any instruction from the INEC officials at those polling units for them to act. So I do not know if you have received such a feedback before or you have ever heard that
my
before.
sister,
I'm wondering whether there have been any conversations around that.
If somebody is killing somebody and the policeman or EFCC, they are there, they will ask, because he did not tell us that they are killing person, he will not intervene. That one is morally wrong. It's nowhere at all. You are expected to do your work. You are seeing them doing that, and you want the permission of the commission to do that. The moment you see that kind of act, you are expected to arrest them. So nobody should push their job to INEC. We have our own to do. And people should watch whether this thing will be transparent. That is my own.
Mr. No,
and of course, if they see, I want to tell Edo people, if they see, I want to hear that the resident electoral commissioner did this, gave a result sheet to this, did that, did not give information to this party, they are giving information to this party. That is what I want to hear. As far as we are concerned, we have been so transparent in this exercise.
Because I need clarification on what you're saying. I know that with INEC staff, you do incident reports. I was in so and so polling unit. These were the things that we saw happening. If there is vote buying going on, we're not asking, of course, it's not INEC's job to interfere. You're not the police. You're not going to arrest people. It's not your job. It's someone else's job, and you're correct. But will it be part of the incident report of the INEC staff that are at the polling unit? If they see, if they are reporting, because when there's vote buying, people generally report to you. They'll report to the staff on ground. Will vote buying be indicated in the incident report?
Exact incident form, but it is not our duty, the presiding officer, to start arresting people. That is my issue. We will do our own, like the incident form. The incident form is for us to know what happened there. It's not for us to arrest the person there. We have observers. Nobody is talking about the observers. We have both international and domestic observers accredited for this election. Those people should equally help us. INEC cannot do everything. Election is for everybody. It's not INEC must serve as a policeman, INEC must serve as a EFCC person. Our own is to conduct election. An election is a process.
Like I've told you before. To serve as a policeman.
So what I'm saying, no, we have to disabuse our mind that everything that happens is INEC. It's not fair. It's not fair.
We understand that it does seem a little overwhelming, especially with these sorts of very cantankerous conversations around these elections. You know, I get it. It's a little stressful. But, you know, when it comes to the polling units and everything, you know, because elections are very strange. They are very strange dynamics, you know. And the reason why that question about vote buying came up is because of the hardship in our country right now. You and I know that everybody is looking for money here and there. So some political actors may want to take advantage of that situation to actually now distribute 1,000 to 2,000 to people. You know, they will stand in an uncompleted building by the side of the polling unit and be sharing 1,000 to people. I'm saying, you know, when these situations are brought to the knowledge, because it's possible that might happen because of where we are as a country now. So if that happens, I just want you to understand where that question came from. You know, it's important that it's put in the incident form, because that's something that will be looked out for, especially by civil society organizations that you said will be helping you to monitor.
Yeah, well, for me, that is a presumption. It's a presumption. If that it happens, we have people on the ground. Like I've told you, the incident form will indicate that. We have party agents in the 4,519 units. We have party agents. Will the other party allow them to do that? It is not possible. Unless the party agents have been compromised, of course. If they don't compromise, they should raise alarm. They should raise alarm. If the party agents are there, the 18 political parties, their agents are there, and such things are happening, they are not doing anything, and they want to blame INEC. They cannot be blamed for that. All we can do is to tell them to record those things in our incident form and refer to us.
Will phones be allowed in polling units tomorrow, sir?
No phone will be allowed. No umbrella will be allowed tomorrow. And this is as a, you know, yes. You see, INEC, we don't operate in a vacuum. We operate under the legal framework and the guidelines of the commission. And the legal frameworks are the Constitution, the Electoral Act of 2022, the court judgments. We also have the guidelines of the INEC. Those are the laws governing these things. So we are acting according to the extant law and the guidelines of the commission. And those things are provided in the guidelines. Don't do that, don't do this, don't do that.
So are you saying that if it rains tomorrow, they will be expected to stand under the rain and vote?
We pray it don't rain. I pray it don't rain tomorrow. But they should come and vote. Their agents are there. Our polling units are covered. They are covered, so they will not be affected. Just vote and go. If you want to stay, for the agents stay. I want them to stay and know what is happening. I have come to Edo to conduct a free, fair, credible, and all-inclusive election. Election we can call our own. I can't be
Well,
no political party. I repeat it. Will ask me to do what is not correct. Nobody can do that. That is why I am transparent. Anything I do, I will call them. See, we are doing this. See, we are doing this. We have given them the register. All the political parties. We have given them. Is there anything, I want to ask question, is there anything I have done so far they are not happy with it? Or the excuse is that I'm causing to the minister. Is that, can we reconcile the two?
Well, I also hope that, all the preparations that you have made, you also have plans for people living with disabilities, I want to believe.
Yeah, we have done that. We have done that. PWD, we have trained them, we have engaged them before. We did series of training. But ask them, ask the political parties, let their agents be at the polling unit. Let their agents be at the polling unit. We
will highlight that to them.
Yes,
we will highlight that
agents.
To them when we speak with them.
No, what I'm telling you, you are part of the electoral process too. Tell them, let their agent be at the various polling units. The 4,519. Tell them, let their agent, and tell them that their agent should be ready to come early, and they should not be compromised by any political party. This thing, which is the
it's a fine place to,
not just...
Mr. Onoha, it's a fine place to live. We're totally out of time. We certainly wish you the very best as you oversee the elections in Edo State tomorrow. And we hope that, indeed, as you have said, INEC will provide a level playing field and not show partiality to any political party. We wish you the very best.
Anything wrong, if there's anything wrong, they should call me. Edo people will have an election, they will call their own. Thank you.